For 8 minutes, I don't believe a word that's come out of your mouth, and I'm fucking bored. So to let go of fear, you've got to say I'm scared.
It's fatherhood, business.
I said, scored a lot of goals when I was drunk. You're not a manager. You're a human being who's going to be dead very soon. Ayahuasca ceremony.
How is that not drop?
Biggest fear for human beings is being naked in public.
Mate. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm joined here by Drewe Broughton, the performance coach. Absolutely buzzing for this one. We're going to play a 9-hole scramble. We're going to try and get to the top of the leaderboard. Right now at the top, the affordable golf leaderboard is James MacArthur, 3 under. Now we've just spoke about there. We're not going to discuss numbers. We're just going to enjoy the day, aren't we?
Yeah, no numbers.
Look at this scenery here. Look at this place, by the way. What a lovely golf course, West Kilbride. Beautiful. First time I've been here. Now, Drewe Broughton, performance coach. You worked closely with Russell Martin. I can't wait for this, mate. I cannot wait. You call yourself the fear coach? Let's get that up there. The fear coach on Instagram.
Fear coach, yeah. It was something I decided in 2017 because, you know, I finished playing in 2011. And as you know, you finished playing and didn't know what to do. And I looked at the coaching stuff, did my B licence, did an academy team for a year, record results. But like we were talking about, there was no numbers, winning, losing, we let go. Fell into becoming a performance coach. 2017, someone said to me, what do you actually do? You've been doing it for 10 years. You're doing something. You're paying your bills. I said, well, fear. I said, fear? I said, yeah. Most people are terrified. No one admits it. You start working with it, you get great results. Walked off. and that's it. You know, we just get honest here. So, yeah.
Bit of honesty coming today. We're going to deal with the fear. Let's go, Drew. You go first.
Let's go. I usually have a little, especially when you come to Scotland, you try and hit a few warm-ups.
I know, mate.
Your day, come straight up here.
That's the one thing, the challenge about this channel is there's never any warm-up. Rarely any putting.
Oh, my left hip is in tatters. Come on then, nice and smooth.
That's delightful.
Please.
That's delightful. So the first bit of fear we'll need to discuss is the fact that I can't take a driver off the tee.
Yeah, you need to step into that. Plays. It plays. Yep.
I think we'll be taking yours, mate. Did you get the rules, aye?
Yes.
So we're taking the best ball.
We'll do it. That's golf though as well, you know, just letting go of stuff constantly. I used to, if I'd have hit your drive there, in the old days, I'm snapping clubs and I'm not talking to anyone, walking off by myself.
That one there?
Yeah. You know, because you know you can hit better than that, right? Yeah. So straight away, I'm just angry.
Aye. Do you think?
I just got so tired of that. You're angry at everything all the time. But I used to think the anger was the thing that gets you going.
So how many games did you play in the Football League?
I don't know, 550, 600, something like that.
So how did you then get to this place where you thought, how did you realise you're dealing with a lot of fear and you never understood it then?
Well, I didn't know it was, I'd never use the word fear because it's not, you know, yourself, you grow up in football, you know, I was from a strong mother bringing me up. You know, both my brothers are very successful men in their 40s. My older brother's director of football at Chicago Fire. My younger brother sold his business for a lot of money. My mum raised us all by herself, and it was built on you get out and you work harder and you don't moan.
Yeah.
You do more, so, which is I'm very blessed for that upbringing. But there was no emotion, there's no feeling. Yet here I am as a little boy. I remember just being sensitive. Like I remember watching films and always having tears in my eyes at anything, anyone who died in a film or a little animal or any of it, you know.
Aye.
But there was no, you fall into football and then all of a sudden being tall and like you centre half, centre forward, you know, you're tough and so, yeah, I just remember it's just feeling. But in football, you're not feeling, are you? There's no feeling.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's too fucking painful, I'd say. Because if everyone goes, right, can we just, let's all sit around and talk about how we're feeling. Starts with the gaffer. Yeah, I'm shitting myself. Chairman's told me I've got a week and I'm getting sacked. Assistant, well, I'm fucked, because if he goes, I'm done, and I'm on third of his money. Physio, she went round the circle, centre forward. Well, 3 are on the bench, and I think 2 of them are better than me. I don't even know how I'm playing. Then you went one by one, but no one does it.
Aye.
And that's what I used to think. And then you're on the coach, you talk to lads, and you just try and get through your career on however you get through it.
So just a bit of context here. I met Drewe at Southampton. I went down to see Russell Martin and how he worked and how he was as a manager. It was Drew's second day. Southampton had been beat 5 in a row, so Russell was under pressure. It was Drew's second day, my first day staying there. It was the first time people had openly spoke about the fear in football, and I was like, it just rang a bell in my mind. And you've heard me speak about it on here before. It's the elephant in the room that nobody speaks about in a changing room. That fear of wanting a game cancelled.
Well, I remember, because it was my second day and I just signed this consultancy agreement for a year. And at that point, I'd just done 3.5 months at Swansea at the back end of the season, where we went 10 unbeaten, Russell and the team had gone 10 unbeaten. And so it was my second day, and we're just sitting in the staff office. I remember you were sitting there. I thought, I recognise that face. And how you doing? And we got talking, and that's how we met.
It was, mate. It was. We spent hours.
Yeah, watching training. We watched training.
Stood and watched training.
You were asking, well, what do you do? What do you?
Mad. And then Southampton. I left that day, back up to Scotland. I watched the game at the weekend. They beat Leeds, and they went 25 games unbeaten. So I was obsessed with, how did that happen? What is behind that? Obviously Russell's management. How did you navigate him through that? Now, Russell Martin's just left Rangers, and I've never seen a manager treated like that in my life. Had a real tough time up here, and we stayed in touch, didn't we? So, I mean, what happened in that 25 games? What did you say to him? What did you see in him?
I think 15 years I've been doing this. I've been a coach for 15 years. What I realised is at the end of my playing career, went to rehab, homeless, bankrupt, divorced. I was done at the end of my playing. Got relegated with Lincoln.
What age were you there?
33. 47 now. So got relegated with Lincoln City. Chris Sutton was the manager. His father had been my youth team coach at Norwich. I was told I was going to be the next Sutton, coming under him 5 years younger. Made my debut at 17, scored at Wolves, so everything was going to be the next Chris Sutton, and didn't see him. And then all of a sudden at 31, he signs me at Lincoln City from Rotherham. I was gone by then, mentally gone, putting the number 9 shirt on, but there was nothing left in me. I'm just picking up my money. I'm trying to have fight and desire, but I'm just mentally gone. I just got married. So now, for the first time in my life, I'm living with someone. Whereas I could hide my shit before. I could hide my seriousness, my OCD. I could hide everything. Now she's fucking looking at me going, the fuck's up with this guy? Trying to hide that, going to training. I was just done. I was scared of career coming to an end. My body was hurting. I had 2 ops. Scared that I got not had the money that I need for the rest of my life. It was just fear constantly. But he signed you as being the main player and the fucking most senior player. He's going to come in, his first managerial job. Brilliant. I got the big man in. He'll sort that out. I was fucking gone. Didn't score in 31 games. And I remember one game towards the end of that with Chris. It was a week before he left his job. That was the last management job he got. And Tuesday night we had a game against Northampton Town. I was in the dressing room, and he came in with Ian Pearce and started going around. He goes, you're a fucking coward. And he just started going for me, and it's about time you show up. You owe everyone in here, you owe a performance, you owe me a performance. And I was subbed on. I don't think I made it to half time.
Off?
Yeah, I was just done. But at that point, I was sitting in the lay-by thinking about killing myself most days. So there was no place for any of it. So I'm telling you all that story. So 2011, so performance coach, went to rehab, started to look at my life, look at myself. Why did I have good days? Why did I have bad days? Who am I? All that deep shit I did on myself. Started helping players, 2011. Just went on and on. I left. Get down.
We're on.
Get down. Steady away.
Sure, mate.
Steady.
I'll see if I can get inside that ball.
Steady, yeah. Get right at that. Go on. Up.
But
Nice
short.
though. Yeah. It works.
So I think we've.
So I guess, yeah, so I'm giving you some backstory because all you've thrown in Russell, but Russell was one client of
Many.
hundreds that I've had. And so when I decided, when he reached out to me at Swansea, and it wasn't a great time for him then, and we started working. And what is that work? It's the work that I do on myself, and then you do it with anybody else. And just to give you some context, today I work with 50 plus business owners, 50-year-old business owners.
So you reckon business and football management and all that is sort of
It's leadership.
aligned?
It's leadership. Leadership is lonely. Leadership is hard. Leadership is leadership. And one thing I see with leaders time and again is they lose themselves because you've got to make the decisions, and ultimately that's terrifying. Everything lies on you. Self-doubt's natural, but you've got to absolutely know who you are. You've got to know what you're feeling. Am I dropping that player because of fear? Am I dropping that player because of fans? Has a CEO said something? Has the owner said something? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And that's the same with the business owners. They make, I think one of the guys I worked with to make a massive decision recently, massive. It could have cost his business 60% of their revenue. And senior people had found out, like, I can't believe he's making, everyone was like, I cannot believe he's doing this. And even when this guy put this decision on me, I'm going to do this, I just need to bounce it off you. And I went quiet because I'm like, how much of that of the company's revenue, 60% of the revenue we could lose on this one decision? Shall we go under? He said, but I believe in it. I said, do it then. Do it. But I said to him a couple of weeks later, I said, even at that moment, I took a deep breath and went, that's some risk.
And how much was at stake here?
60% of their revenue. And you're talking about a 20-year-old company who are making millions and millions.
And what was his decision? You don't want to talk about it?
I probably can't say what the decision was, but it was a decision. It was a decision on which way the business is going, what we're going to do.
Okay.
But it would have been risky.
Yeah.
It could have pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone around him is in fear at that moment.
Yeah.
Because they're all subconsciously, they don't understand it as fear, but they're going, well, that could cost me my job, my revenue, if he gets this wrong. So it was only ever, well, what do you believe? Well, I've done this a million times, but I just need to, okay, we'll do that then. So it was only ever that. Too hard? No.
Oh, it's perfect.
Got a chance.
It's a solo birdie. Drew, that's different class.
Just all loose.
That's the first time I think we've started with a birdie. I think
well, do you know what?
Two there.
Well, do you know what we've just done? Well, let's break it down. Let's do a performance analysis. We're going to pay fortunes for that now. Get the iPads out. No warm up.
Yep.
Cigar and a coffee.
Yep.
One practice swing.
Yep.
Back's killing me, but we're loose.
What a start, mate. Can you imagine all the players sitting in the dugout just smoking cigars?
Mate, I've got into these the last 10 years. I never smoked as a player. And then someone got me on these at a wedding in Cornwall overlooking the ocean, and this fella said, do you want one of these? Yeah, okay, it's about 10 years ago. I sat there for an hour, I was like, this is unbelievable. And then I got into it, did a course, and I've done everything now. I've done courses, and I just can't go to Cuba. Because I go to America a lot with work, and if you go to Cuba, I think you've got problems getting back into America, so.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I'd love to go. Bring back 10,000 with me. Oh no, fucking. On you. Do you know what I had in my head? I was thinking, right, hit a slice. Not that much.
Oh,
what a hit,
no.
too much. What a hit. No good though. No?
I've connected
You
unbelievable,
tell me you can't hit your driver.
I know, but there you go, because I'm trying to bend it around that corner now. I've actually hit it straight.
Yeah.
Right, so we're just going to need to walk and see what we can get here.
See what we can get. So I guess, yeah, if you go back to that when I met you, it was when we stood on the training ground, didn't we? Just watching training. And
So what was the details, right, of At that Southampton, you've got Russell Martin. What is it you're doing for him? What is it? I mean, I remember you telling me about a meeting you sat in, and about them discussing the game and how players were lazy and.
Well,
you tell me your words. How did you navigate Russell Martin to
because I'm really conscious of Russell's a good man, and I'm always conscious of client confidentiality and everything. But at the end of the day, it's been my role for 15 years, so we're going to discuss the role. And like I say, I'm still doing the same role day in, day out today. The role is you sit with a leader and you ask him questions that challenge the shit out of him as a man, emotionally. Not interested in detail, not interested in tactics, not interested
Give us an example.
Recruitment.
What would you ask me now?
An example would be, saw your press conference the other day, didn't believe a word you fucking said. Start there. With anybody. I don't just mean him, any players or any.
Do you think a lot of press conferences are just cliche shit?
Well, feeling. Can I feel you through the screen? I do something now and you listen to manage, close your eyes, can I feel you? Because if I can feel, the players can feel you. And if you can feel you can shift people's energy. But if it's just words, it's just words.
Aye.
But the hardest thing to do is stay in feeling. We go back to the first tee. Why did I go to rehab? I couldn't feel anything anymore. It's all the addiction issues, numbing. Because what did I feel? I'm just terrified every fucking week. Got to score, got to play well, no feeling, numb. So you think when pressure comes and when expectation comes and you've got to stay feeling.
Yeah.
So I'd be constantly dragging people back to feeling.
Rather than thinking.
Rather than thinking. Don't want to be anywhere near your head. Creativity doesn't lie in your head. Creativity lies, whether you're an artist, you're a musician, piano, it's feeling.
And footballers are majority.
Well, especially the way his playing style was. If you're going to play that way, which I think you can do, I don't buy into anyone who says you can't do, I think it's bullshit. You can play that way.
Yeah.
Every lad can take the ball under pressure. You see him on a training ground up and down the country. Brilliant, every single day.
It's not enough, Drew.
That's right. Can you not think? It is.
Is it on?
Yeah. That's on. That's on. Travel.
Short, I think.
Short. So I just think that whole subject. You know, I know. You know, you wanted to talk about everything, but if you think about Russell, it's like it's like any man in leadership. You got to know who you are and you got to stay in your feelings, and it's hard to do.
So hard though, isn't it?
So hard to do.
Like since I started, I'll hit this shot.
Yeah, go on. Tell you what, it was lovely. No, brave chipping here.
It's
Little putt.
I thought it would have been softer than that.
Because I know, if you think about one thing I was by the end was arrogant. I was arrogant and full of ego towards the end of my career. That was who I was. But because I was terrified. So the ego and the arrogance is a protective mechanism to look like I've got everything in place. I'm good here, look, I'm cool, but underneath. So when you see arrogance with people, and I know Russell got accused of that, but it was like I was while I do my job. It's like many people are.
Yeah.
Drop the front, drop the bullshit. Let's just get in what's going on here.
Yeah. People are scared to say they don't know, aren't they?
Yeah, so everything's front all the time, which is fine in front of the media for any of us, but there has to be a place in performance where you're Rory McIlroy anyway, where you can sit and go, I've fucking gone here.
Yeah.
And then you work through that. We said Mike Tyson, we talked about Tyson Fury, you can any of them, Kobe Bryant, they'll all do that. You won't find it. Well, you're not doing that. Come on.
Go.
No,
Go.
not enough on here, that's nowhere near it. Talking and putting. That's crap. I'm fucking talking. Sorry, mate.
Is it pretty straight?
Yeah, go on. This hole's been a whiteout for me. It's on you, mate. Good tee shot. Get up. Good though.
Oh, wait a minute, wait,
Oh,
we
shit.
need to put that in, won't we?
I'm giving gimmies. You can see I don't play competitive golf.
Can I get yourself?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Take that.
There we go, bogey.
Bogey.
Yeah.
Oh, we're level.
We're all right. It's a steady start.
Yeah.
Well, when I played, we had a psychologist at Celtic that came in, and one of his main things was, when you have a negative thought, say delete.
Oh, shit.
So I'd be sitting before the game, tying boots, going delete, 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 delete. But they were not going anywhere. They're just staying in my head.
That's the danger of some of this work. I don't believe in delete. I believe sit with it and go, right, I'm fucking terrified here and I actually want to give up the whole thing. And an hour later, you ready to go? We'll go.
It's freeing, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh, he's there. I may as well just nail one through it.
Better.
That's a par 5.
Par
five?
Oh, mate. What do you mean you can't hit the driver? Beautiful. He's back.
Oh.
Hey?
Try not to think, mate, trying to feel.
Do you know what? As I was standing there then, because I come up here and play quite a bit in Scotland, I was just there then, being nature, and I just started to get really aware of energy around me, like this camera guy, this girl on there. Started to feel like I'm not just here with the grass and the bees and the bird. There's energy around.
Yeah.
And I've always been sensitive like that. So in a dressing room, it's where I go back to the energy. You know yourself. Yeah. So if the leader has not dealt with that in himself, he takes an energy into that dressing room, whatever his words might be, or you're in the boardroom, whatever your words might be, your energy, it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, by the way, guys, I'm not saying your energy wasn't good. You're just aware of energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think everybody feels that, don't they? But it's hard to actually speak about it and understand it.
Understand it, yeah. And
I mean, we'll talk about, mentioned Rory McIlroy there, right? And we spoke about him before because
incredible golfer, like
unbelievable,
naturally creative.
Why do you think he's?
Because I think it's really hard to stay creative.
Yeah.
I used videos of him when I was talking to the baseball teams in America because baseball's very similar to golf. One action, one move. Okay, the ball's moving, but there's one moment.
Yeah.
Whether you're pitching or there's one moment and there's break, one moment. So I found a load of content on Rory McIlroy on the range, TrackMan, asking what's the swing speed, his caddy, some clips on you. So I put this compilation together, and then he's got his Whoop band, and then everything was data. And I found content of Tiger Woods in his prime out on the course. And he's been interviewed. He goes, what is it for you, Tiger? He said, it starts 10 yards behind the ball. And he looked around and he goes, I start to feel, and he's doing this with his hands, start to feel the wind in my cheek. Where's the wind? My hands. How's it feeling today? So a minute clip, he used the word feel 8 times. He goes, I don't really work with a clock system or any of this stuff. He said, it starts with feel in the hands. And he said, my dad used to say to me, the golf club sits in your hands. Your hand's the most important thing, feel. So you go back to feel. Why is it so hard for Tiger Woods, addiction and everything? Because if you're going to try and stay in feeling, well, you've got to feel everything. You've got to feel the proudest day of your life when your kids are born crying. You've got to be broken when your dad died. Like, you can't choose. So you're all in.
So I talk about getting lessons and stuff, right? And I find it hard to really dial into lessons, right? And maybe I need to do it, I don't know. But when I go back to it, I was considered good at free kicks. That was one of my strengths, right? I scored a lot of free kicks.
Did you? Yeah.
I put a lot of set pieces in the box. I scored for 3 corners in one season. So my left foot was like a
wand.
It was described as a wand. It was my main attribute. So I sat down with a magazine. They asked me how to hit a free kick. Interviewed me, and I couldn't answer them. I don't know. I couldn't break down now the technique and teach you how to hit a free kick, because what did I do? I just went up and I hit it and I visualised it, and I could see it and I could feel what the feeling would be like if it went in, and I just hit it. And when I would do a wide free kick, I would visualise it going in the space. Defender scrambling to defend it.
Yep.
And that was it.
That's all it'll be.
That's nice. What have you hit there, Drew?
6 iron. Oh shit.
Are we safe?
I didn't want to be that far.
How far is it?
I'm terrible, look at me. Talking about golf, I don't even look at yardages. I thought that's about a 6-iron down there, just a nice feely one. It was way too big. Oh, lovely. It's too big. It's gone like a rocket. Sand?
No, it's over the sand.
Beautiful.
It's over the bunker. Talking about Rory there, right? The last day at the Masters, you all of a sudden feel he's going to then have another collapse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. What do you think that's down to? There was nobody. I didn't see anybody with iPads. I didn't see anybody with stats. I didn't see anybody with.
Well, he did. He brought Bob Rotella in.
Did he?
So Bob Rotella was the original golf psychologist. What was his book called? Something like the art of golf or the game of letting go. It was a very spiritual approach to golf. So he brought Rotella in. There was an interview. I'm always watching the top athletes because you always start to see when form dips and where are they going to go? Are they going to go into more detail and process, or are they going to? Because I don't think the letting go stuff is out there.
Yeah.
How do you let go?
So what is letting go? Because people are watching this, they don't have a clue. Letting go of the fear, letting go of
Everything.
control.
Everything. So to let go, you've got to know what you're gripping onto.
Yeah.
And this is where there's a real danger with psychology of positivity. Nice and positive, lads. But I'm not positive. We lost 4 in a row and we're getting fucking booed out of Ibrox every week and I'm getting spat at. So there's nothing positive about that. It's a good place to start. All right. So let's sit in there. So now we sit in that intense feeling of, I don't even want to fucking play. How many lads do you speak to? When I deliver this, and I teach this at degree level now for the PFA, I teach a leadership course for the next managers, and I use clips. Peter Schmeichel, I did it. I was sitting on the coach just hoping the coach would crash. I got 5 clips of top players going, they do anything to get out of a game.
Yeah.
And I'm 47 and I'm speaking to 18-year-olds on the coach day laughing like, what would you take for a little, how much did you, 5 grand, 10 grand to get the game called off? So 30 years on, it's still going on. Fear.
Yeah.
So to let go of fear, you've got to say, I'm scared. And I think the problem is, just let go. Yeah, just let go. And when I first talked about letting go, people think, oh, Drew's all woo-woo. Well, it's not sitting on the sofa having a bag of Doritos going, I'm not going to train, there's no discipline, I'm just going to let go of everything. Well, I'm going to be fucking all in, disciplined, work ethic, prepare. But I'm so tired of going, well, how's it going to go and what's going to happen? And I'm fucking done. But you have to intensely suffer before you can let go. Does that make sense? And there's a bypassing of suffering. So I look at McIlroy.
So how do you suffer firstly?
Well, McIlroy, 10 years,
Yeah.
no majors. Sorry, that would be wrong. Someone will know the stats. He wasn't, for his talent, he wasn't winning majors.
Yes.
How much? And then there was the Ryder Cup when he was crying after the thing on the 18th. It was painful to watch. He was in tears. I've let the team down. But it was about 6 years ago, 8 years. Pain. At some point you go, I'm fucking done. I'm the kid from fucking Northern Ireland. Where's a fucking wedge?
Yeah.
Now that's not easy to do. It's the hardest thing. He brings Rotella in, who's all about trying to help players do that. He's in his 70s, this guy.
Yeah.
But it's only through pain. When have you suffered enough?
Was he at the Masters that time?
Yeah, he was interviewed. You'll see it all online. You just put it in.
Oh, so he was at the Masters?
He was there with him, yeah.
Oh my God, so...
Yeah. Bob Rotella. So it's interesting. See, letting go now, right? And I've worked with golfers. I've worked with golfers and I have done over the years. Letting go, if we're a football, we know what that is, but letting go now, if you're a golfer, would be to stand here and go, imagine this, right? And you're a tour player and you're down that you need to get up and down.
Right. Like we do now.
Don't know if we need to, there's no money on the line, but imagine if you're going, I need to fucking get up and down there. Like I'm going, I need to score today.
Yeah.
I need to score. So I need to get up and down. That's fucking terrifying. Fuck me. Just let that hit you for a little bit. So can you just go, I need to do well here, but I've been here a million times. I can't control where it's going to go. It's fucking, there's all this shit. This fucking bird could fly down and grab the ball. I don't know any of that. But I've been here, I know what to do. There's a grip here. Whatever the pros would do, there's a couple of basics.
And just like...
But you can't just go, right, I know this, couple of basics, couple of grip. You've got to stand there and just let it hit you. Let it hit you for a minute. Djokovic talks about this, except Djokovic is the best for me.
Almost.
Talks about being out on the court.
I could thin this through the green.
Overwhelmed. Yeah.
I could thin this through the green and I'll get this horrible feeling. This can all be happening.
Tiger Woods was asked about visualisation. He said, no, I don't do any of that. He said, when I closed my eyes once with a psychologist, all I could see was fucking the ball going everywhere, so I stopped doing it. That makes sense to me.
Hey, okay.
Go on then. It's a lovely strike. It's just distance, but great strike, mate. Clipped it, huh? Smooth.
Felt nice, just picked up the wrong club.
Let's be honest, you've got to be some player, with amateur golfers, some player to get anywhere, start. I keep clipping balls in here.
That's the hit.
Get down. Chance.
Lovely, mate. Lovely.
And this is the thing, you're never going to criticise. It's not about criticism. You're never going to criticise. Who the fuck am I to talk about Rory McIlroy? But you can observe human behaviour.
Yeah.
And you can see a guy who couldn't get it done for 10 years and got it done.
Yeah.
So there's a change.
Oh, but
And the change was a spiritual change, because that's Bob Rotella.
Yeah.
Google it, it'll all come up. Rotella about the Masters. He was there, interviewed, he was...
So I met a guy at Kilbride and I played a round of golf with him.
Yeah.
And he's very spiritual. And he spoke about just absolutely being in the moment and accepting there's going to be a lot of shit.
Acceptance.
And see, it was the most enjoyable round
You've ever had?
I've ever had. I was like, the rain, it was pelting down, the wind was coming all places. It was a hard day. And we just enjoyed it. I think I shot 86 in like that wind, but
A canoe stick?
it was just enjoying the day.
Yeah. Well, we'll go into that. You've just used
You get my body there?
You've just used the ultimate word, acceptance.
It's for a birdie, Drew. I don't want to talk about
Fuck it, mate, I know it. I stood over it and knew it. But what can I do about that? Nothing. Aggressive.
You pulled it a bit.
Pulled it and aggressive. I'd rather be aggressive. It's right edge, huh? Do you think it's right edge? What have you got?
I'm going to go straight at
Straight
it.
out. Love it.
If my fingers feel right edge and as I go towards it, I'll move the club.
Love it. Get up. Oh, killed you, haven't I?
It's a par, sorry. It's a par.
You can't be coming here rolling birdies and everywhere. Yeah, but I think that word acceptance, right? Djokovic talks about it.
You're big on Djokovic, aren't you?
Big on Djokovic because you're 38 and you're still at the top of the game.
Yeah.
And I think there's a guy there, and all his language is brilliant because he talks about. I saw on a podcast recently. It wasn't Jay Shetty; it was someone else. He was asked why he still plays at his age, with all his wealth, everything, still travelling the world. He said the number one reason is because I come face to face with the sides of myself that I hate. And the guy's like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I'm out there. I'm 38. I'm in a 20-year pro. My kids are watching, and I'm swearing, spitting, smashing rackets, putting a dent in the oak net at Wimbledon, still now at 38. So those sides of myself that I don't like, the winner, it gives me a chance to wrestle with it for a bit. So I like the wrestle." And I thought, what a fucking... So he's not there going, "Oh no, I'm this great guy."
How's he learned that?
Well, it's suffering. So again, you listen to him, grew up in war-torn, was it Serbia back then when the war was going on? And so you just learn suffering. So you almost get to a point, well, fuck it, we're suffering, we're lucky to have $10.
Yeah.
Just do it then. But then you've got to hang on to that for 20 years. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
You're going with the pressure and the money, you hang on to it. But he hangs on to it. But he talks about acceptance. I stand out there, accept it all. That was a shit shot. Fucking hell. He goes, I stand there, bounce the ball, breathe. All I can see is this going out of bounds or out the court. I'm fucking tired. Let's all those be, okay, let's go. Boom. So,
Yeah.
you can't skip the process, but everyone skips the process. Especially now more than ever. Right, mate?
I've got 190, I've got a 6 iron in my hand. I can feel wind off my cheek.
Which cheek?
Mar's
cheek.
Mar's cheek. Right, here we go.
Come on, big man.
Oh no, Drew.
Well,
Come on.
let's go then. No, I've gone right.
It's away again.
Shit.
It's alright.
It's out of bounds.
Shoulder up and down again, innit?
Out of bounds. Sloppy. Up and down, that's links golf.
Yep.
See, you know, you see all these traits. You're watching people constantly, just seeing all these traits. Whether Haaland's the one at the moment for me. Haaland's whole thing is exceptional. Forget him as a footballer and the attributes, 6'6", whatever he is, and quick, and although forget that, because there's loads of players with attributes.
Yep.
There is. I saw an interview a couple of weeks ago. He said, I'm nervous. I'm nervous all the time.
I'm nervous when I hit a penalty. I heard that.
You're nervous when I hit a penalty. I'm nervous. I've got to play well. He said, there's a lot expected of me. I've got to perform every time. He said, but there's a kind of, and this was the bit, he goes, there's an aliveness to that. I feel alive in those feelings. And if you use that, you can accept it. I accept, again, the word acceptance.
Yep.
I accept that that's what I've got to do. And so he goes through these stages of, and the book that I've just written on the years of coaching, Sweat and Courage, but it's like 3 stages: vulnerability, acceptance, or sweat and courage, and then sweat and courage. Or invincibility, I'm invincible, I've got everything sorted here, I'm good. You're not playing like that. Denial, which is I'm going to deny everything, I'm not going to accept it.
Yeah.
No courage, fear, and so there's choices. So you watch them all. So when Haaland, he's been vulnerable, he's shared that he's nervous, he's shared that he's scared. He's then accepted that that's the price that he pays. But now I'm all in. So it's incredible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of that in football, isn't there? Like managers and coaches and players that think they've got it all sussed and I'm fine, I'm good, I'm strong. I don't care. I know every tactic under the sun. I don't want to be questioned in a meeting as a manager because I know it all when people think I don't know it all then, instead of saying, well, nobody knows it all.
What you'd love to hear, and I've worked with 15, 16 head coaches now across here in America, and what you'd love to hear, and I had this chat with a coach, like imagine, and he started to deliver like this. Here guys, here's all the opposition on the analysis, here's where I think we win the game. But I haven't got a clue. No one in this room knows how it's going to go, but this is how I think we can best get at them.
Yeah. Do you think, I think I'm just going to ask what people...
just to say that, I haven't got a clue, because everyone wants certainty.
But see, I know, but
certainty.
See, do you think there's any part in football where players would just go, this guy said it, he doesn't have a clue?
Yeah. I had that exact question the other night from one of the guys on the PFA course, current player. Do you think you can go into a club and just talk about this stuff? And do you not think the lads, I said, oh no, there'd be a lot of the lads going, I said, but here's the thing. If you went, here lads, I think what I want to talk about is vulnerability and letting go. If you went, look lads, not one of you fuckers in this room can tell me how the next 90 minutes is going to go. And you look them in the eye, well, they're in.
Because they know that's true.
Because you believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you just go, okay, a bit of vulnerability, no, the lads will just see you off.
Yes.
You know.
So you need to feel it while you're saying it. Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of buzzwords that get used, and that's the problem. It's just all nonsense at that point. Right, come on.
Acceptance of this could be thin through the green.
I think you've got a little flop in you.
Yeah.
You got. You know. Oh, it's so good, nearly. Oh, it's so good.
It's just a right
It's
bit of the bunker, isn't it?
Look at it. It's pin high. It's a tough shot, that, mate.
It's where you need to land, but it was far too close for comfort, that. Oh, Drew.
Get on.
Land softly. Oh! Talk me through your thought process there.
Just fucking loose. I don't know what's going to happen.
Just fill a cigar.
I just need another cigar. I think my missus thinks I smoke 2 a week. I don't think she thinks I'm on 4 a day.
She knows now. He's in.
Yep. Nice.
Par. Steady along.
We're on it. Do you know, it's interesting. Having now written this course for the leaders and delivering it with the PFA, it was all current players, ex-players who want to...
So let's get this clear. You do the coaching licence for the PFA. You do the kind of...
Well, I wrote a course in 2018 on emotional intelligence.
That's the one I done.
Yeah, you did, to help leaders understand themselves deeper so they can understand players. Fear, vulnerability, shame, authenticity,
But it's
trust
not,
and belief.
It's not, when we talk about leaders, just to be clear, it's fatherhood, business,
Yeah.
everything in it.
Well, you know, you're a father. I've got 4 kids. I lead the family.
Yeah.
So I've got to be strong, but I've got to be aware.
Yep.
My little boy, he's wild. He's absolutely wild.
But you love it.
Well, I love the truth.
Yes.
It's not about judgment.
Yeah.
And this way, your players, managers, I always say, only the ego's ever offended. There's a moment at Tottenham the other week when after the game at the weekend, when the 2 lads wouldn't shake the manager's hand. Frank went to shake their hands after the game, walked straight past him. And there's a picture of him turning round as they walked past him, just like. But his press conference was brilliant afterwards. He was asked about it. He said, no, look, it's emotional. I'm asking them to clap the fans, but they're angry we've lost the game. It's all good. They were brilliant the other win 4-0 the next game. Top class. Top class. The highest level of emotional understanding.
Rather than saying, disrespectful, I'll deal with him in my own time.
Who's
He'll be
offended?
suspended. I know.
Who's offended?
I know.
Only the ego.
But
the ego says, I'm the manager. What do people think of me?
Yeah.
You're not a manager.
Yeah.
You're a human being who's going to be dead very soon.
Yeah.
You're just a human. You're going to die. So leave all that shit.
Yeah.
Initials. Put your initials in the bin. Take your place off the car park. That's not who you are. You didn't come in as the gaffer.
Yeah.
I mean, the gaffer, what is that? I think Steve Jobs, people go, morning gaffer. Hey Steve, how you doing? I just don't get any of it. It's all ego and...
It's fucking mad.
But one of the lads...
But do you think you need an ego? You need an ego to be... People would argue you need an ego to be a top player, top manager.
Yeah, but I'd say they don't understand ego. You need strong competitive spirit.
Yes.
You need to be a competitor.
And that's nothing to do with ego.
Well, no, because I see it in my son. He's just 6.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win anything, he just wants to burn the whole thing down. He's the natural competitor. All right. So you need that. Now you got to hang on to that.
Yeah.
If he starts doing well with that, this little voice might go, "Tell you what, you're the man.
Yeah.
You're the man." Now you got to watch that voice and go, "I'm not the man. Just a guy who's going to die soon." So you reset in a second.
Humble.
Yeah. So there's humility, but it's hard because you don't need an ego. You need a strong competitive spirit.
Yeah. So you do think that we're talking about ego there and competitive spirit? Do you think you're born? So competitive spirit isn't ego, is what we're saying. Do you think you're born with that competitive spirit?
Again, you'll have professors and theorists who'll break the brain down and tell you what it is. I don't know about any of that stuff. I know who I am, and I know at 47 what I've had to go through. And I've done all the work on myself because I've had ego, I've had arrogance, I've had I'm all good here, look at me. I've had broken in the gutter, like no belief at all. I've had fiery spirit, red cards, 13 red cards and 100 yellows, so I had the spirit. So it's all I know about myself is I thought for years that my competitive spirit, the drive, was because my dad left when I was 6. That's what I felt.
Okay.
Everything's to prove it to him. Everything's because I never got love. And I did Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, 12-step, 2011. Love addiction. Needed to be loved. I needed to be loved by the crowd, needed the manager. I needed, did you love me, please? Tell me I'm good enough. Tell me I'm good enough. So I thought that was because my dad wasn't there. And some of that was true. I went through so much work, 2011 to 2014 on myself. This was the game-changing moment. And I use this all the time. And it's still to this day. I'd done 3 years of recovery, inner child workshops, rebuilding myself, shame work. I did all this stuff to try and work out who I was. Bought a road bike, 2014, thought I'd take the pressure off my knees, I was running. I'm going to get a bike, not going to go full lycra, I can't do that, but. Got the bike, I was in the village, went to the end of the village road on a summer morning, 5 a.m. Clipping my pedals in, just a water bottle before I go off, it's a 50-mile loop. 2 fellas go by, overweight, mid-40s, I'd have been 36, 37 maybe. 2 guys go by, overweight, middle-aged. Look up and his voice went, "Fat fucks." catch them, eliminate them, make them feel so shit about themselves they never get on a bike again. That was the voice. All right. I'd done so much work on myself, I just watched it and I started laughing to myself. If there was a camera on me, who's this fella laughing to himself? And I went, fucking hell, all this work and I've seen something that's ahead of me, I want to hunt it and eliminate and humiliate it. It's a winner. It's a winning mentality. I started getting flashbacks of being on the pitch and 70 minutes going 1-0 down. And I see the lads going, well, just take a 0-0. And there was something in me of fucking, fuck this. And you start pressing people and you pull something out your arse, you get a goal. And
some people would be shamed.
Spirit.
Some people would be shamed by that thought, wouldn't they? Would have that thought and no one to...
This has been the work that's been so life-changing for the men I work with, yeah. And look, to go back to Russell Martin, is Russell a really good man? Without doubt. I think he's a really good man, without doubt. Is he a winner? Fucking right, he's a winner. The guy had no academy football, was an accounts estate in Brighton, had nothing, no upbringing in a system, and is Norwich's record appearance holder in the Premier League. Let's have it right here. So anyone saying he's not a fucking winner, fuck you, he's a winner. Absolute winner. What I've realised...
Why didn't he win at Rangers?
What I've realised about men, it's not about Russell, what about men, harnessing that winning energy, hardest thing you'll ever do. Because it brings hell with it.
What, some bad thoughts?
Bad thoughts. Eric Cantona, Ferguson fought for him. Why did he fight for him? Because he can change a game on a fucking dime. But what does that mean? Now and again, it might go a little too far. 2 foot of fan in the chest and call the French Federation shitbags. All right, well, do you know what I mean?
It's accepting that.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think that, by the way, this work now, that's the work that I think terrifies a lot of people. Terrifies me.
So I'm talking about trustees should have been sent off against Rangers, right? And I looked at it and thought, keeper's got the ball in his hand.
Right, I didn't see it.
And the keeper's got the ball, we can clearly see it, he just does this. Right away I think intrusive thought. So intrusive thought is, sometimes you've been stood talking to somebody, the most serious moment, and you think, what if I just spat in their face or slapped him or something? And you're like, what was that? Then you're like, why is that thought coming in my head?
So what happens, as the keeper smothered one?
Smothered one, and he's like, he can jump over him, and he goes, I'll have a wee kick at his head.
Got sent off 3 times for that as a centre forward. 3 times got sent off for that exact thing. Goalkeeper caught the ball, and I thought, I've got this. Picked the line of the cross, beat my centre half, arm across him, he couldn't. I thought, fucking 1-0. Fucking bastard just got there, right on the head, bang, hits the deck, bang, stamped straight, 3 times. So what is that? It's a competitive spirit. Yeah. It's my son in the garden who misses 1 penalty and's bent the crossbar. I watch him hanging on it. Can't accept, right? So back to acceptance. Yeah. Fuck it. Well, the cut was there. Start it a bit left.
Cut the ball in half.
No, but I think that's the thing, right? Like, as a player, with your free kicks, you could do it because you're a pro. You'd harness it. Like a pro golfer can do that. As an amateur, we've not got the technique to. Do you know what I mean? I think.
So you reckon that lessons can help me, but don't go too far?
I can't talk about golf. I'm not a golfer. I just be careful with it. I've got mates who are teachers, and we talk about this all the time. I think it's just. I'm going to try that. Is it cutting?
Yeah. It's perfect. Lovely, mate. Good shot.
Well, because it's like hand-eye coordination. I think there's basics. If you think about football, right? Basics. Who did I hear? Who was it the other day? Top player in his 60s or... It was Cruyff. I saw it on one of those Instagram reels. Cruyff saying just be world class at the basics.
Yep.
Touch. Get your touch inside of the foot, out, pull the ball, touch, first touch.
Yeah.
Pass the ball well.
Weight of pass.
Be able to run.
Some of the best players I played with, the simple technique is nothing. Young kids think overhead kicks, megging people, all this stuff, and it was just weight of pass at the right side, the safe side, nice touch, play the right pass at the right time at the safe side, perfect. So I think with golf, I talk about free kicks, but I played that. I was hitting free kicks if I can remember and hitting shots. So I've not been swinging a golf club. So I've not got that natural feel. So I think getting the balance of a couple of lessons and I'll hit a lot of balls.
I'm off 10 now. And I think when I joined, a member at Woburn, I joined there 3 years ago. And I thought, right, my mate was the pro. And I said, I've always been, you know, the football hand-eye coordination, 18 handicap, go round, hustle for a game of get. I want to get. I don't want to be scratch. I haven't got the time. I'd love to be around 10 because then you can play anywhere in the world.
Yep.
You have a decent round. You're not blowing balls everywhere. So he said, look, grip. We got up, said grip. We're going to go grip. And 2 or 3 basic things.
Yeah.
He was big on angles. So another thing, big on angles. So I want the angles. There was 3 angles, but from the grip will do it. Just basics.
Yeah.
And I would say, if you take a Rory McIlroy or Charlie Hull, I worked with Charlie for 2 years. And I remember years ago, I was strength and conditioning for 2-3 years, my first business after playing. And I think about Charlie and that chat. I asked her dad one day, what was that with? Because I had a young daughter and I was interested. And he said, no, I played golf and I was a recreational golfer, and she followed that. And then I put I put a club in the back garden with a little training grip. I got one for Harrison, so it forces your hands in the right place. So I just think, well, what a beautiful, and then just let her natural spirit, because that grip will force all the right places as a kid. The grip forces you there. And then she was just swinging it. And then her competitive spirit comes in when I want to win. And I mean, I'm sure she had some. I wouldn't be. It's not for me to say.
When I look at my son and you're talking about that competitive spirit and that sort of boisterous way of being, and can't sit in a classroom because his attention span is like, he sits there and he just wants to.
Boys shouldn't be sitting in classrooms. There's loads of research on that.
So what's your view on ADHD, or the title ADHD?
Well, I got diagnosed with OCD, ADHD. I was 2 addiction fellowships. I think it's all nonsense. It was trauma for me. So attention deficit disorder. So I have a problem paying attention. I fucking do if I'm bored, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny. So a friend of mine said, I've got ADHD. Computer games, Call of Duty, you'll play for 6 hours. No problem paying attention to that. So I said, I realised that in my own life, like, there's no problem paying attention to the things I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay attention to the things I don't want to do.
So you don't have an attention disorder then?
Little boys should not be sitting in classrooms. There's loads of research now, top research from everywhere. Only saw a piece this morning. I've got some on the phone, I'll send it to you. Little girls and little boys are different. Little boys they get their own fighting, wrestling, climbing. It sedates them, sitting in a classroom. And Harrison comes home, he's 6, goes, I hate going to school. I said, school's rubbish. There's not one thing that's enjoyable. So I validate it. I don't go, oh no, you've got to love it. I said, it's awful. I said, if you can speak well, you can write some stuff, a couple of maths. But you do jiu-jitsu, we'll get you football, golf, we'll get you out of that. I take him out of school 3 or 4 days a month. We go to London, we do stuff. Just take him out. I don't believe in it.
It's mad, don't it? Because you see people, we get told to be, go to class, do your education, study and everything, and then you see people who just drop out of school and they use connections and relationships.
Well, four of my clients, it was horrendous at school. None of them did anything. They're all multi-millionaires. Great people skills, natural, unbelievable work ethic, drive.
Yeah.
Good people skills, build a business.
So you now know this channel. We're encouraging kids to dog school.
No, we're encouraging a conversation. Yeah. The same way as I always get this with managers. Oh, so you're going to tell my player it's all right to come off, kick the water bottles and walk down the tunnel? I said, no. I'm going to ask the player what he feels. Fucking angry for coming off the pitch.
Yeah. And if he wants to kick something, kick it.
Who's offended? It's your ego that's offended. Yeah. Just watch energy. How it looks to the board. What will they say? Do they feel I'm losing the fucking dressing room? What will the press say? Shit, but what do you feel?
What do you actually
feel?
So
if I look at that 18 months with Russell, these chats, it was that every day. So by the time his energy would leave that conversation, ego was less, more humble. Back to the kid from Brighton who had nothing. Still wanting to be creative and expansive with his team. Win style. So but it's constant leveling, level, back down, level.
Brilliant.
This is not easy. I tell you what, I love that shot. It's turning, huh?
It's turning, but I don't know.
Well, that's brilliant. It's perfect. Over the bunker on the left.
Over the bunker on the left.
Great shot,
mate.
I'm
moving down. That's more like the shape.
Come on then.
Drew, that's delightful. Get a wee bounce off that.
Oh, it has! Oh, it has! It has! Oh!
Mate, some fucking beautiful golf.
There's some golf being played. And an iPad in sight.
Ah, what a shot, mate.
I don't know.
Pot for an eagle?
Yep. We're level. That's three under's the winner on your leaderboard.
Yep. Next, who's next to that? 1 under. 1 under, aye, Lustig, 1 under. So I had Mikael Lustig in this channel, yes. And just while it was in my mind, I spoke about the fear to him and about how you would be nervous before games, how you'd want him to be off and all this stuff that we spoke about. He said, interesting with him, he never felt that till he was 24, and he made a mistake for Sweden, and the ball rattled, come on, in the Euros, and he started kicking it, hit the post and went in. And I remember the goal, and the Sweden fans
nailed him,
rinsed him. And he said, for that moment, I used to feel so much fear going into games. It's mad how that can trigger it, isn't it?
Well, if you think about it psychologically, the biggest fear for human beings is being naked in public.
Yeah.
Being in a town square naked.
I've had dreams like that.
There we go. Oh,
I've had dreams like that, mate.
Do you want to go into the dream stuff and Carl Jung and dreams and?
Mate, I've had dreams like that where I've been naked and and it's like it's the most vulnerable and it's so terrifying.
It's the biggest human fear. What's professional football? You're naked in public.
Yeah.
You are naked. You know, League One, League Two, stands here. Championship, another stand. You go to Ibrox, you go to stand. Gareth Southgate, I watched his, 2 nights ago, he did his launch for his new book. And he was talking about that with the England team. And he talked about the similar thing. And he said the average, he was asked about the England job. He said the average Premier League game, or the best Premier League games, the worldwide audience would be 4 million per game.
Yeah.
England is 30 to 35 million. So they asked him, do you think about that when you're standing there as a technical, of course you don't. But again, the fear of humiliation.
Oh, it's a wee bit off the right, isn't it?
It's a wee bit off the right, yeah. I thought it was.
So we're in for a birdie. So the guy who I met up at Carnoustie, the ghost I call him.
The ghost.
He taught me to put loose grip, no tension in your arms here. Look at the hole. Once you've looked at the hole, you come back and you just keep your eye on the ball and just listen for it hitting the cup. So you try to remember all that though?
Well, yeah, but straight away I've switched off. I just say, what does Charlie Mulgrew want to do? You go back to being a 5-year-old. How would a 5-year-old hit that? Get it up there. It's good again. It's fucking good again. It's good again! Oh, no. That's so good.
How is that no drop?
That's so good.
How is that not dropped?
Let's go, that's life.
To think your shot costs that's a shot and that's a shot.
It is, yeah. Shit happens.
Birdie.
I'll make it up. 1 under.
After all that talk, if that had just dropped. That's took a cunt out on the beach. 4 right! It's alright.
Good shout.
There he is.
That's alright. It's alright.
Nice, mate. So, Drew, did you work with... we spoke about it before, you worked with Phil Jones?
Yeah, and Phil wouldn't mind me saying it. He's been vocal about it. He's shared it. I think on the High Performance podcast. Put it back in here.
He constant injuries, didn't he?
And he shared on the High Performance podcast with, what was it, Jake and Damien. He shared about working with someone, and he reached out to me. His agent did, and in 2022, 21, I think, who was the manager? Ralph Ranieri, I think. And And Phil wasn't in a great place as a man. Forget football for a minute. He wasn't in a great place. He'd seen my content. And he said, honestly, when I met him and sat with his wife and his agent, and he went, honestly, it was like you were in my house. Watching on Instagram, it was like you were behind the curtains. When you said that one about Thursday, the voices start, the minute you do your shape, 11 v 11, and he says it just starts, and it's 48 hours of absolute pain into kickoff. He goes, that was the one. I thought, fuck me. That's been my whole life. So we started, and, you know, we did 6 months or so, a year. You know, we'd speak as much as he wanted.
Sorry, mate. Did I nearly hit you? Did you see where it went? You've got it in your pocket there. I can see it.
So yeah, we just started work, and you know, Phil had lost himself, and I went back to, because that's what I think we lose ourselves. Can we hang on to who we are? And I said, how did you? I said, you moved. I remember you. Because I'd have been more of a senior pro when he signed for United. He was young.
It's so hard though as a professional, because you get told constantly by coaches, by parents, by people in your life, oh, you need to be this, you need to act this, you need to eat that, you need to act a certain way. So it's easy to lose yourself.
Really easy, yeah. And so that's where we started. You're in your head, you're fucked. Who are you? How the hell did you go to Man United for 19 million or whatever it was, and Sir Alex Ferguson, the greatest manager that we've ever seen, said you will be the next captain of United for 10 years. He doesn't make statements like that just to please people. Yeah. He saw in you. So I started to go back. So Ferguson, you know, stay who I see you. I've bought you because I see you. Yeah. And I just, can you be you? Not asking you. No tactics, nothing. No prep on the opposition. I see you. Can you do it? So Ferguson left, and now he's in, and the generation of data and science was coming in, and very quickly Old Trafford's a heavy shirt. I can't begin to imagine. It's like Celtic and Rangers, a heavy shirt, Man United, heavy shirt. I can imagine, I don't. And so it was just getting Phil back to yourself. Who are you? I'm a fucking animal. All right, well, just found myself coming off that now, and I'm in my head, and don't make mistakes. I've had own goals. There's memes about me online. I'm a laughing stock. Yeah, you are, but it's not who you are. So back to who you are. It's not even about your football now. Your knees, we know your knees are a problem. You're so tough, actually, you've never mentioned it. You've never wanted to hide behind it to the press. Calls me one day. He said, I'm fucking playing tonight. At Old Trafford got Wolves. You playing? He goes, yeah. 4 centre-halves gone down, 2 with COVID, 1 groin. Harry's felt his hamstring, 4 out, done. So he starts. And this never left me, and this was 5 years ago. You have these moments with different people. And he said to me, left me a voice note, 3 o'clock-ish. So, you know, you've probably just had a sleep.
Yeah.
Woken up, pre-match. Mate, I'm starting, just done a team again. Do you want to come to the game? Leave some tickets. I'm really looking forward to the game. Catch up with you later. I'm sitting in the park on the bench. My little boy was on the slide, just sitting there going, I don't believe a fucking word you've just said. Voice note. Phil, look,
what did you not believe?
Anything that came out his mouth. I'll tell you why. Didn't feel any energy. It was all, yeah, looking forward to the game. And so you're looking forward to the game. I can't wait, mate. It's been 2 years. I've been out. I'm so excited. None of that. So it's just a robot. It's what we do. Yeah, looking forward to the game tonight. Leave you some tickets. We didn't been there, right? So I said, look, Phil, you pay me a lot of money. If I don't share, I've got no value to you other than the truth. And the minute I stop doing that, I'm robbing you. It's wrong. Here's what, if I'm where you are right now, here's where I go. No one wants me in the team. There's memes around me. I'm a laughing stock. You've just told me you didn't want the ball at Old Trafford for how long? You are set up to be nailed. You're in a team that's not playing well. You told me you can't go out in Manchester after a bad performance because you get humiliated by fans in front of your kid. I'm at 7 things without breathing. If I was you, I'd sit with all that for the next couple of hours. And if I was you, feel all that deeply. Go out and warm up. Go in that moment between going back out. Go in a toilet cubicle. Because I know I found this moment a couple of times. Pair, shut the door with your boots on, ready to go. 10 to before the buzzer goes. Breathe, and just go. This is all the truth. But I've been here a million times. I'm a fucking good player. Courage. I said one word tonight for you. Courage. That's what you. Tactics, none. Don't want your folks. Courage. Take the fucking ball. Fail. If it goes under your foot and someone put your hand up and go, yeah, nice one, no problem. I've seen Sergio Ramos do it. I sat at the Bernabeu videoing Ramos for a young player. He's given the ball, he tried 2 Cruyff terms, got nicked. Fans are turning on him. The game's going on. And he's going, yeah, fuck you to the fans. Not allowing you to come in here. Fuck off. So I said, Phil, like, he was man of the match, standing ovation. Rio Ferdinand afterwards had to do apology on his podcast going, because he'd come for Phil, saying he's picking up his money, and it all blew up. Sporting director said to his agent, fucking hell, we didn't see that coming. And it was just a moment you're sitting at home on your sofa smiling, going, what a beautiful moment. For him as a man.
So did he go and sit and do that?
Yeah, he did all of it, yeah. And he was magnificent. But he looked sharper, he looked like he was 21 again.
I know players who used to go into cubicles and be sick before
I'll
games.
be sick, yeah, all of that.
They'd be sick before games. It looks great distance. Oh, it's long. What have you used there?
8, but I tried to knock it down, obviously hit it too hard.
You've used 8?
I tried to knock it down, but it's...
I'm going to go pitching with you and get it up in the air. We're on, but we're miles from the pin, but we're on. Aye, that's what I wanted to ask you as well. How you sit with all the tactics in the modern game.
Yeah, I had this with someone recently. They were adamant, a young coach, that the game's changed. But I'll tell you where he made a brilliant point. And it was a brilliant point, I've never heard it made before. He went, defenders can go in the box now. So what do you mean? He said, well, that was never a thing. So the minute defenders can go in the box, you've got an overload. You've got an advantage. I was like, I thought a really good point.
They used to have to... I played in the Champions League against Juventus and defenders weren't allowed in the box.
Weren't allowed.
Weren't allowed. So
no.
Chiellini and that had to take it outside the box.
And now you can squeeze on people, right?
Yeah.
But that was an interesting concept.
Nice. It's nice. It's not... Oh. Just too hard.
Oh no,
shit.
What was I thinking? That was fear. That was fear. Yes. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Nothing's dropping today, man.
Come on.
It's straight through.
Come on.
Just straight at it.
Just saw it turning, you didn't want to know, did it?
Nah. Oh! All square.
Do you know what pisses you off? It's just sloppy, isn't it? That's sloppy, that.
Yeah.
That's just sloppy. That's where I get angry. Sloppiness.
All square.
I've rushed the putt. It's just shit.
What hole this for us?
Off. 15.
Yeah, but...
These lads are
4,
squeeze
5, 6, this is 7. If we played 4, then 5, 6, we've got 3 to go. How far is this? One over. Just try to deal with the frustration of a 3-putt in it. The feeling in your stomach's just horrible.
It's just sloppy.
I can feel a wee change in you. You've went a bit annoyed there.
It's sloppy.
How are you going to deal with that sloppiness?
Let it go. No, I heard Tiger Woods talk. Oh, sorry.
That's all right, go on.
Well, he talked similar because he said he was asked about mentality on a golf course. You're always looking for content, especially when you're presenting to teams.
Yep.
And he said, I don't know about this switch off in between shots. He said, I'm gas on. Minute I turn up, I'm on. And I don't come off till I finish. He said, when I miss something, I feel the anger rage through me and I turn it inwards into more focus on the next shot. So I thought, fucking hell, that's the one, huh? So turn it inwards.
On that inwards, here we go.
It's a lovely swing, mate. Lovely swing. Smooth.
Happy with that.
Smooth. Smooth. No, pushed it a bit. Get down. Get down, it's all right. It'll be alive.
Did you see it? Where is it?
It'll be alive, up on the right.
Is it?
In line with the mound. Yours could be the one.
There's data in golf, right?
Yeah.
There's data
In
there's data
baseball, because I've worked in there.
baseball.
Yeah.
There's data everywhere. There's tactics in football. There's positional play, where to be, where to stand. Where are you in all of this? Where is it important? Where does it come down to feel rather than numbers and tactics? Where do you stand in all of that? Because there's no tactics. Half my career there was no tactics.
So when you came down to Southampton,
Yeah.
and you were studying your pro licence,
Yes.
what were you interested in the way Russell's teams were set up and having success doing?
I was interested in see how he went about things day to day, team meetings, what he was breaking down, what his tactics were, how he was delivering that, what his sessions looked like.
Yeah, but you knew his playing style before you came down.
Yes.
So there must have been a bit of an interest from you going, that playing style's detail heavy, right?
Yes.
So you're probably going, how does he...
So first of all, I witnessed Russell's teams playing against them, and they used to batter a few of your teams, and we always wanted to be the team that was playing like them.
There we are.
So I go down and thought, how do I make my team? Because I see the game similar in terms of playing with courage and having possession. How does Russell do it, and what can I take from that?
I was a centre forward. I used to write poems. I'd cry at every film. I ended up in rehab. But the best games was when I was drunk. I said, score a lot of goals when I was drunk. You'd have me in your team. So let's have a conversation about that. That's creative. So I've sat with some of your forwards and I've had a chat with some of them. I spoke to one of the boys and he said in his younger years, before he got to the top level, he had to work his way up. He said, I used to smoke marijuana and a couple of little bits. It's pretty chilled and score goals at will, no problem. I said, now, it's not about drinking or smoking marijuana, but it's about there's something going on when I do this or this. What goes on? Just let go. Fuck it.
Don't think.
Don't think. So you have this conversation. So there's a moment there, you're going, because my job is to bring emotional challenge to the. So how do you get that then? Without drinking, smoking, no thinking? Well, you have to let them up, let them free. And the problem is if you're going detail, 10 have to drop in there, the reverse pivot neck. You're stealing all thinking and creativity, the opposite. One's here, one's here. Creativity lies in here. You feel it, do it, feel it, do it. Where all goals come from.
It's no words, is it?
No, there's nothing, no. You wouldn't even know how you did it. Like, you used free kicks. How'd you score that? No idea. What's the detail, though? Don't know.
Yeah.
That's the challenge, and that's what's exciting for me, is finding the challenge. It's a lovely hit. Tell you what, it's a lovely hit. Get down.
Wee bit right.
Get down, yeah, but... it's great. What'd you hit there, 5-iron?
I hit a 6-iron.
You hit it.
Get the mud in my face.
180, pin.
I've hit a 6-iron.
Did you have 180 to the pin there?
I've had 182 to the middle of the green. That's a great shot, mate.
It's low. Didn't mean to hit it that low, but it works.
Yeah, it's working good, mate.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Yeah, so I think creativity, that's the most interesting conversation as a performance coach.
It makes so much sense to me because although I was defender, I grew up a midfielder, and a lot of my passes and a lot of my strengths were through creativity because I could see it. See, before I played a pass, I almost seen it happening and felt it happening.
Felt it?
So I felt it. So as I was out, it was like, I felt and it's hard to describe, I felt exactly and knew the feeling of when that ball arrived and what it was going to be like.
But even when you're doing this, it's all feel.
Yeah.
But the problem is if you don't hang on to it, because to hang on to feel is the hardest thing in the world. And what I realise is every time I'm inauthentic, so every time I'm asked a question and I'm dishonest in my answer, I get further away from my creativity.
And why would you be dishonest to save somebody's feelings?
Say their feelings, try and win a contract, try and look good, try and look like I've got... Every time I just go further away.
Yeah.
So if you ask me a question, sometimes when you argue with your wife and you two are cat and dog, do you ever think about, I did think about also, it's just truth. So the further I get, to stay in your creativity, you have to stay in authenticity. You have to stay authentic, stay authentic, stay authentic.
And that's how you connect with people, by authenticity, wasn't it?
So you connect with yourself, never mind.
So I connected closely with Neil Lennon as a manager-player relationship, because he used to go mad sometimes, but it was always truth. And he used to tell you how good you were good, and it was just always truth, so you could always connect
Yes.
with that. But you never really knew it was that. You just knew, I'm playing my best stuff here. Why is that? It's not until I look back now, I see how I connected with him.
Now it goes deep, because you've got to know that you've got to know your truth constantly. So it's that line is so fine, by the way. If you're going to try and play with a detailed tactic system, look at Guardiola. Guardiola's exceptional for me because he's a heavy detail, can be a control freak, but just about manage that line with being a bit loose as well.
Yeah.
But it's a hard line to manage. Does he get it right every time? Probably not. If you asked me if you were his best friend, is there times where he suffocated people? He'd go yes. But no one's perfect. You're just always trying to challenge, and it's not about, right or wrong or.
Never played it off the right.
Decent.
All right.
Go on then. Oh! It was in.
Mate.
Had a chance, didn't he? Great read, mate. Great
Big
line.
line. What I've noticed in this format, you need them to drop.
You need him to drop.
So
yeah.
we've had 3 or 4 where,
A bit on the edge.
see MacArthur, top of the leaderboard, he'd 3 of them.
Dropped.
3 of them.
Dropped.
Went in,
Yeah.
dropped.
That's the difference, huh?
It's the difference.
Were we par there, level?
We've still got 1 more to go.
And what, we level par?
We're level par. No, we've 2 to go.
2 to go.
Level par.
We can get to 2 then.
Aye, we can get to 3.
Come on then.
Come on.
Oh no, fucking hell.
I've lost it.
Got to turn up the right. It'll be in. Yeah.
That hit the wall there.
No, did it? I don't think so, did
I
it?
heard that noise, but
No, I don't think it did.
is it just next to that bunker?
Yeah, I think it'll be up there. I think it'll be in play, but it's not great.
Oh, go.
I'll
Move.
pray.
Move.
I'll pray.
We'll get in that. So you still deliver on that course that I did through the PFA?
Yeah.
So through the managers coming through and doing their licences and stuff?
It's not really for the licenses because that's the FA. So the PFA set a business school up
Right.
3 years ago. It's really good actually. It's top actually. It's coming out. We had our first ceremony earlier this year at the Emirates. The guys, yeah. So they picked my course up and put it inside 2 degrees. One's the psychology, emotional intelligence and leadership course.
So that's a course I did. Honestly, I could not recommend it enough. First of all, follow Drewe, the fear coach. Sweat and Courage online. He is, honestly Drewe, I'm not just saying this, I've done the course and it's life-changing stuff. It's like, no matter if you're a father, business leader, coach, manager, anything in life, it just brings you back to being yourself, being authentic. Really, really good. It's easy for us to get sucked up into the life of trying to conformity to coaches, teachers, parents.
Here's why I wrote the course, because I felt if you look at take Alex Ferguson, take Jurgen Klopp, take Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
You could study technically what they do. You could find out their week. You could easily find out the week. You could look at their tactics. It's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
You could study it, and you could be a YouTube talk coach.
Well, Pep Guardiola famously says he could leave all his stuff in the desk when he leaves the club. Have it.
So that bit you can learn. And I was like, but no one's teaching the other side and the emotional side. How emotionally then, no one's teaching that. Yeah. And all the work I'd done on myself, and I know about myself, I'm a winner, I'm a competitive winner who'd had a long career in the game. Like I had that winning mentality. I'm sensitive, creative. So I just put some stuff together for coaches and leaders to help them understand themselves so they can understand the players. It's all it was really. I enjoyed teaching it.
so good learning about emotional intelligence and how.
Well, it's a buzz. The problem is it's a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's a buzzword, emotional intelligence. You look at a lot of the courses, it's fluffy. Right? No, what it is.
And that's what I mean. See, get that point across here, as in.
It's fluffy.
I've seen so many psychologists or mental coaches. This was completely different. There's nothing in this course that didn't ring true to be absolute truth and how I felt and how I seen. I mean, nobody speaks about wanting games called off. And it's mad because...
Well, if you think... I just watched Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a Millionaire, a CEO guy. He had Brené Brown on yesterday, and Brené Brown, he said at the start of it, is the most in-demand person on a podcast. You can't get her on. She is got 60 million views on her stuff on YouTube. Brené Brown's work was on shame. So when I looked at my course and all the shame work I did, shame is you are versus I am. Haaland, I am, and I'm going that way. Yeah. Me, by that age, am I that? I've been told I'm too aggressive, think too much. So I started to be told who I am. You're this, you're that, you're too naughty at school, you're OC, you are. Didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
So unless you do the shame work and heal it, which I do 30 questions with people and reading, unless you go back in and see where you got lost, the only place you can go is more detail. You have to go to detail because you don't know who you are. So you get a sense of, well, I'm safe because look all the stuff I know, look at all the knowledge I have. See, loads of people with knowledge. Knowledge is pretty worthless, wisdom. So yeah, shame it's important. So
shame is like when people have said you are something and you believe it.
That's it. And that's everywhere now. You're told as a kid, you're this, you're that, you're naughty, you're this.
Yeah.
Well, are you? What is any of that? So I see it with my own son. I see it. He gets told he's this, he's that, he's this. And I stood with him the other day as a teacher. He pushed a kid off a slide, and the teacher called me out with him, and I said, "Why did you push him off?" Well, he was blocking the slides for everyone else, so I threw him off. And then the teacher goes, "The worst thing was, he lied to me. I asked him, and he lied. He looked me in the eye, and he lied." And my son turned around, he's 6, he goes, "Well, you lied. You told me I'd sit on the bench for an hour. I was only on there 5 minutes." And I said, "I think the work here's done. Did you lie? You lied, so now you can't talk to him about lying. Have a good day." And we walked off. Bought him a bag of sweets on the way home, and stay who you are. That work. It's terrifying.
Bought my cigar on the way home.
I'll get him on the cigars soon. Oh man. Come on then.
It can't be too far, that's the only problem.
Oh, it's long, but it's good. What yardage was that?
I've 134, but I'm hanging into the wind. I've used an 8 iron. I've got a 150 shot. Oh, Drew, it's the flight and everything.
Oh, it's too far left though.
Come on. But short
and left. So I was been back and forth to America since 2020, working with colleges, the teams, the coaches, because a lot of the coaches came through my course one-to-one. So I took them through the course, and then they said, "Would you come and work with the team?" And then I built an app. So what we've done with the app is the team can have a branded area in all their colours, and I put loads of content in there, and I host lives in there where the players can come on, so you can support them across the pond. It's worked really well. But because of the success of the soccer team on campus, record in 40 years, now everyone else poked their head up. Basketball, American football. "Hey coach, what are you doing over there?" "I do this stuff, fear." So they got me in, and so I worked with the American football team, and they're the number one quarterback, or one of the best quarterbacks there. And so I had to understand on the plane over, okay, football, American football, I've watched it, and you've got the playbook. So whatever it is, 180 plays, so you've got the quarterback coach sits up there, looking down, mic'd up to the bet. They run the plays. We're going to run this play, that play.
Every team got a playbook?
Yes. Playbook is like the holy grail.
Right.
It's like secret. Don't look at our playbook. So I'm sitting with the 5 quarterbacks. So I said, "Well, how do you become the starting one?" You just told you're the starting one. Do all the other lads? No, they never play. What, so if your form dips? No, I'm the starting quarterback. Don't miss a game. Well, so what do they do? They're just around it. And all right, well, so I'm sitting with the quarterback. He turns up, and he's got his laptop, glasses. "Hey, sir," America's really good polite. "Hey, sir, good to meet you." "Hey, good to meet you." Sits down. I said, "We're not doing a lecture. You don't need the iPad." So he looks at me. I said, "We're not doing a lecture. You don't need the iPad." Oh, okay, shut her down. I said, "Tell me about being a quarterback. So you throw the ball. How do you throw the ball?" "Well, as a kid, you start throwing the ball, and now," he said, "how's it going at the moment?" I said, "It's not good. I haven't had many touchdowns the last 2-3 months, and it's a big year for me. It's my last year. When you played well at high school, or what did you do? What was that? He said, I said, what's your number one gift? What's your number one quality? He went, what was the word he used? Because I Googled the word, and the word meant unforeseen. So I can't see anything, basically. The word he used was, I Googled it. I said, what does that mean? Unforeseen. So your best quality is when you can't see anything. So I turn the lights off now, and you just feel it. You'd see a run and you'd feel it. He goes, yeah, I just feel it. So behind the huddle, and you're behind there, assessing, feeling, where's the movement, bang. There's no playbook.
Yeah.
So have you ever, in your game, can you overrule the playbook? There's times you can make an instinctive decision, yeah. So he's telling me his number one quality is feeling. He can just feel it. He can sense there's movement there, his knuckles have moved there. Feeling. Yeah, everything is instruction, instruction, instruction. So then if you look at Aaron Rodgers, who's the number one quarterback with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers was all about feeling. Spiritual retreats. He was seen as wacky. Ayahuasca ceremonies. Rodgers was trying to stay in feeling all the time. So it's mad, huh?
Yeah, mental.
Blew my mind, because it's not a sport you know. American football, I don't. It's all the same shit, really.
Oh, Drewe, it's a good line, just not enough.
It's a great effort. It's a great effort. Hi.
Mate, they're just no drop, are they?
Great putt, though.
Wow. That was so good to watch. I just thought it was going to turn it last second.
I thought it was in. I don't need to putt, do I?
No, that's us.
You got another hole?
All square, last hole.
Oh, mate. I don't even need to hit one, do I? It's top.
That feeling. That feeling.
Keeps you coming back.
Oh my God.
It does, it keeps you coming back.
Felt so nice.
Done, mate. Better.
Where'd you go, Drewe? Straight?
Mm.
Lovely, mate.
Better.
So, mate, we're talking about top athletes here, right?
Oh, where are we? Are we?
Oh, we're
I don't
talking.
just work with top athletes, I work with...
Okay, aye. So we're talking about top performance, whether you're a father, whether you're a boss, whether you're a...
Well, what's top performance for a father? How do you measure that?
What is top performance? Oh, I know, you're right. Kids being happy, I don't know.
For me, are my kids, how whole can I keep them? It's the only thing I measure them on.
So
I think we come in a whole perfect circle. No breaks in it.
Yep.
And I think we start to get through shame. So if the parents have unresolved shame's tough, then you put it into your kids.
Yeah.
Shame might be, keep your head down, be a good boy, be nice, be kind, all the things that I was taught. It's a dangerous movement now, be nice and be kind.
Because they're scared of judgment from other people.
Yeah. Because the minute you be yourself and let yourself be seen, people are going to judge it. That's football. The minute you go, I'm going to take the ball in that, and you give it away, you're going to do it again. Shame comes, criticising. So what do the best performers have? I've seen in business, sport, they stay who they are. I remember being, when I work, I remember I always think about athletes that I've worked with, but then the relationship with the father, and working Charlie Hull for 18 months, when she was 17, 18, and I was a strength coach, and so we'd sit in the gym in between sets and reps, and there was just a knowing in who she was. But then you look at the father, and I had a young daughter at the time. The father knew who he was. He wasn't looking to conform to anything. Kept his daughter there. His energy is, this is just what we do here. We don't really listen. We just go here. So the daughter was just mirroring it. Jude Bellingham, I think, mirrored his father, Mark, by all accounts.
So you think the best form of teaching is by doing.
I think everything's energy.
Yeah.
So what energy am I showing my son? So because I healed all the shame, spent my career people pleasing, don't be the one that gets nailed in the dressing room, keep your head down, don't do this, don't do that, don't give fouls away. So everything was like, oh, okay, going inside myself. So when I came out of rehab and I'd lost everything, well, all I've got is myself. So I'm going to try to be myself and we'll see what happens. See if any money comes back, see if I can get a house. And it all started coming back by being myself. Now the problem is, now I'm under pressure because everything I've got is from authenticity, so I've got to keep doing it. But the stakes have got higher because now my outgoings are much bigger than they were 15 years ago. Yeah. The clients become bigger, the pressure becomes more. Can I walk into a football club working with a manager and the manager might say to me, just had this fucking sporting director just said this to me and I didn't really. So what's your absolute instinct to go in there and say, you ever speak to me like that again and you're fucking done? I said, wow. And I've had that with many coaches. Is that what your instinct? Yeah. Why didn't you do it? Well, if you do that, you can't ask your players for risk if you ain't risking. So it gets really terrifying because you're on a cliff edge all the time. And everyone goes in for high performance. How do we get on the edge? We want the edge. Well, the edge is terrifying because it means you're risking everything all the time.
Yeah.
That's a lovely shot.
It's got to come down.
Slightly big?
Yeah, I knew it would be, but...
Yeah. Well, I need to step up then.
I've
gone left. Shit, that's massive as well.
Aye, it'll be fine, but it's just a bit long.
Oh, so bad.
Caught it a bit thin as well, so there's not as much spin.
Well, like you were saying, it's the unspoken, huh?
Oh, it's crazy.
Because it's so hard. I mean, I get people messaging me on LinkedIn saying, I've been following you for 2 years. And I'll be honest with you, every time you post, I hide. I'm like, oh no, what's he going to say now? Yeah. I get that all the time. I must have had that 50 times from men.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to watch, it's like a guilty pleasure. I don't want to watch anything this guy's got to say, but I can't wait for him to post.
Yes, so why do you think that is? Because they need to face up to the reality of hiding and...
It's comfortable hiding.
It's like me though, mate, right? I know every bit of me should be getting up at 7 in the morning and going for a 10k.
Well, I don't know, every day.
No, but what I'm saying is, I know how that would make me feel.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I don't. So it's really hard for me. I understand it and you go, right, well, I want to do that every day and a cold water plunge and I would feel like a new man every single day. I would get so much better work done. I would get so much, I'd be a much better person. But actually doing it is like... But there's never a time where I've done it or done something similar and no feel good.
Here's what I realised, right? If you look at intensity, and it's a word used in football all the time, intensity, right? But it's nothing to do with football. So I spent, because all these words get used, I'd Google them or put them in ChatGPT and say, give me the original breakdown of that word. So intensity means extreme depth of feeling. And again,
I've actually said that on a podcast before because I'd done your course, I was in the midst of your course, we were talking about it at the time.
So if a team's lacking intensity, I would say the manager and the leader is lacking depth of feeling. So when I see Guardiola and I watch him in that Amazon documentary, or Diego Simeone, or who's the PSG manager?
Luis Enrique.
Jurgen Klopp. The depth of feeling is huge. They feel everything. And so they can connect with the feelings of the players, and now the players run. So intensity is not about running, it's about how deep you're feeling.
Yeah, let's have it right here.
Don't know why I aimed over there, Drew, but...
Well, you stuck a bit of pressure on me, which is important, because that was shit. I've done nothing for you the last couple of holes. Come on.
Par 5, third shot. Shall we hit a 9 iron? Where have I bounced?
Oh no, I've done the same. Better.
It's alright. Stay. It's better, mate. Putt for a birdie.
Better. I've left a nice easy one to finish.
Fucking rapid, innit? Birdie to finish, I want to attempt at that.
Come on.
I've got the birdie, I just want to get a wee feel for that.
Let it roll down, not too hard. I've killed you. Fucking do it again. I've absolutely killed you there because you weren't going to do that, were you? You were going to actually putt it. Sorry, mate. That was shit. Should have shut up. That's it.
Nah, still not good enough.
Drained it. Good way to finish.
Great way to finish,
Thanks, big
Drew.
man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, mate.
Absolute pleasure. Drewe Broughton,
Thanks, Charlie.
the
Top
fear
man.
coach, hero.
Top man.
Brilliant, mate. 1 under. Where does that leave us? An affordable golf leaderboard. Joint second. Mate,
It's a good day at the office.
brilliant. Really good.
Thanks, guys.